Hello comrades and friends, and welcome to another episode of Grixis Grind. Today, I'm playing the Walker Fires deck that I've been playing. I've made some very slight changes. I've subbed Liliana out for Ugin, mostly because I was finding that Liliana... The only reason why I would run Liliana over Ugin is the passive, which Ugin's tokens sort of have innately, but Liliana's passive affects Ashiok's tokens, Saheeli's, Sarkhan's, and Sarkhan's tokens as well. So Liliana had a better all-round in that perspective, and Liliana had an ultimate, if you could get that high, and a -4 which made the opponent sacrifice 2 creatures, but while that's all really good, Ugin's -3 can kill enchantments, and that's really important right now. More important than Sack 2, I would say, because there's lots of enchantments running around. Also, since it's target versus sacrifice, even though it's sacrifice 2, it's a bit more reliable in the sense that it can only get fucked up by hexproof, and you can't exactly have protection from colorless, unless you're like Hackdos or something. Anyway, yeah, and then in the sideboard I've chucked in another Ritual of Soot, and I've taken out one of the Legion war bosses, and I've gone down on Libation by 1 to add in a Enter the God Eternals. And I've added in Erebos' Intervention because life gain is important. Otherwise, the deck has stayed the same. I really think what I might do next is go down to 3 Interplanar Beacons and have another land of some kind, whether it be a Scry land, basic land, or a dual land. I think it's going to be another blue-black land, so maybe a full playset of Temple of Deceit or something like that. Because I'm finding that I'm just getting Interplanar Beacon way too much in my opening hand, and 2 of them, which is really hard before we can have Fires of Invention on the field, because before we have Fires of Invention on the field, the only cards that only require 1 pip of mana is Agonizing Remorse and Eat to Extinction. Oh, and Ugin, but I'm not really sure if that counts, because by turn 6, by 6 mana on the field, you'd hope that you'd have mana to cast other things. But yeah, Thief of Sanity has also been doing work as well, which is really nice to see. I was right that the Simic deck doesn't quite have enough ways to block it to stop it. On the other hand though, it does fill up the opponent's graveyard, which is a big problem. That is a huge problem, because if they have cards in their yard, if it's Simic Ramp, then they have cards to exile to escape Uro with, or cards that they can bring back to the top of their library with Cavalier of Thorns. So that's a bit of a I suppose a bit of a double-edged sword there, double-bladed sword, rather. I don't know. Speaking of swords, I re-picked up a training sword recently, so because in Australia it's really difficult to get weapons because they're pretty much all banned, which is fair enough. That's just the way it is right now. And yeah. So, you're allowed weapons, of course, if you have a reason, but you're not allowed to have weapons if you like just want them, or if you want home defense or whatever. So yeah. So anyway, got a training longsword. It's based off an oak shot type 16, I believe. 15 or 16, one of them. I'm not really like an expert on swords, I just like them. And yeah. Anyway, let's get to the gameplay. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck in your ranked games. And I hope you have a really nice day. Yeah. Alright. I mean, I can cast the Narset, so it's not bad. I would like another blue or black land so I can cast the Thief. This Thief is pretty good, especially on turn 3, but it's also dependent on what they play. Okay, blue-green. So it's probably like a rampy sort of thing. So Thief could be really good here. Temur. So that's a growth spiral. So I think this is the Escape to the Wilds, Wilderness Reclamation sort of thing. Alright. That's a yikes. That's a lot of ramp. So we could see a Narset next. Sorry, a Nissa next turn. That would suck. Holy shit, that would suck. Especially since I don't really have the land to counter. Not counter spell, but to do stuff against. I probably want Saheeli right now. Because I'm way away from casting Sarkhan, and my 5 mana plays are Ashiok Bolas anyway.
Just the trick for this.
Probably get Thought Erasure. No, I can't cast Thought Erasure. What am I doing? Agonizing Remorse. Okay, well I can't pay 2. What do I discard? Yikes. Probably the Thief, and maybe the... I like Saheeli. Maybe I don't like Saheeli. Alright. This could just be more counter spells, but they're probably just gonna play the Brazen Borrower. But I want to try and find good things. Like, that's a good thing. Unfortunately, this is a really bad matchup for us. Like, seriously bad. Well, that's really good if they have, oh, Storm's Wrath. They have Wilderness Reclamation up. Fastest Intervention? Why not? Yeah. Okay. It'll mean that I can cast the fires not next turn, but the turn after. They're a very flashy deck. There's the Reclamation. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time against that Reclamation. I think I'll just keep Murderous Rider / E2 Extinction open. See if I can do anything in that sense. We could be seeing an expansion. Explosion, that side. They could play an Uro. Wow. Double Reclamation. I am so glad that Nexus of Fate isn't in Standard, Jesus. That would suck. Oh, let's give it a go. Do they have any of their counter spells? Maybe they're digging for one. Oh my god! That's nutty. I would prefer for Narset to get countered. And I won't activate her, because I think they have Brazen Borrower. Oh, what do you know? That's a lot of, well, I guess they are halfway through their deck. They are way through. They're ignoring us? Interesting. Ah, they might have lethal. See a lot of people concede when they see Reclamation tapping like that. But they honestly could just be baiting. Because you never know if they actually have it unless you've seen it. They have the expansion explosion. Okay, they do. So this is a really hard matchup for us. Warboss is pretty decent, honestly. Ritual's bad. Leyline can deal with Uro, but that's about it. Don't want Elderspell. I could go for less fires. Thief can be good though, so I like Thief. Do I like Saheeli or nah? I don't really think I do. At least not that much. I think we'll run it like that. Yikes. Okay. I guess we'll have to keep that. No on you, and I guess we'll do it like that. And I'll crack that for a mountain, and then shock in. the Remorse. It's a really fucking shit situation. Oh, what can you do? Maybe I should have kept the first hand, but I wasn't very comfortable having 2 beacons. Maybe I should only run 3 instead of a full playset. Okay. Let's get rid of the Aether Gust. I got worried that they had another counterspell there. Unfortunately, that Omen turns off Libation, unless they sacrifice it. I don't really care about making them discard it right now. Yeah. Do that instead. There we are. Okay, that was way better. Do I want to change much though? I think I'm happy with how it is right now, so I think I'll keep it. I just hope that we have more games like that. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, I'll chuck in the Agonizing Remorse. Guess I don't have to. There's no mystical dispute to be had there. Aether Gust, Scorching Dragonfire, or Thirst for Meaning. I probably want to get rid of the draw. Everything else is pretty well fine. So I want to chuck that in case they have a Reclamation. Alright. Yeah, I'm a bit vulnerable if I play Bolas. Yeah, I prefer not to be Aether Gusted. So I think I'll just scry. That gives me Ugin. They have 2 cards in hand that I don't know, but there's a decent chance that they won't be able to deal with Ugin. Cause like, yeah, there we are.
Be mindful.
Honestly, that's fine.
Secrets manifest before
I guess they didn't like their top deck. Okay. Looks pretty controlling. Double Remorse. So this hand might suck a bit versus mono red. Or if they empty their hand before I can actually start discarding it. That'll be my turn 3 land. Okay, well I at least get to discard them once. Reef, Grixis, Nissa. Let's get rid of Reef. And then I'll get rid of Nissa. I think. Yeah, because I gotta play Grixis. Try and get the next land. I definitely want to Remorse with Anissa. Because Cavalier of Thorns is a thing. See ya. That's an unfortunate draw. Well, that gives me Sarkhan. So I have a clear line of play next turn. I play Sarkhan and I eat Uro. Nom. Yep, looks good.
What know you of dragons?
You have to. Why you gotta be so rude, man?
In my image.
Yeah, I think I want to get through that first.
I am Death's master.
Even though they can just bring back.
Might demands power.
Still 8 damage. I still have the Narset plus and Bolas plus to try and find another answer to the Cav. Like that. Alrighty. Well, we did win that because they got mana screwed. Let's not get it twisted. Now, what else would I want? Do I want the intervention? It can really help versus... yeah. I still like Thief of Sanity. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong there, maybe I shouldn't like Thief of Sanity in this matchup. Probably don't want Bolas. He's probably a bit too difficult to cast with only 2 Fires of Invention. And... honestly, I don't really like Saheeli at all here. So they're gonna be running all of their counter spells now. Well, in denial. Okay. I don't have any discard, which isn't very good, but it's also 3 land and 4 spells. And most of the fixing that I'll need. That's probably going to see a growth spiral. There we are. Could see a Risen Reef or an Uro. Risen Reef. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm a bit afraid of what they're about to cast. Nissa, I can deny that. I think I just want to keep the heat open so I can kill the target. I have Agent of Treachery mana next turn. Yikes. Makes me really apprehensive to drop this Ashiok. I think that tells me I want to do a Ritual of Soot. Yes, I definitely want that. I want to do that before I drop Ashiok. Well, I can Noxious Grasper. So that's 2 mana open. That's no mana open. So I can get rid of that. And I think I want to Thought Erase. Grixis or Nissa? Get rid of the Grixis. I guess deal with the Nissa by exiling it.
Power surges through these lands. Rise, my elemental friend.
I really need a Ritual of Soot at this point. There's something to stave them off a little. Alright, well, I guess Ashiok will have to do. This keeps me alive for one more turn.
Shadows awaken.
One turn. That's all I get. Ooh, that's a nice manipulation gun. Fuck!
Creeping, thieving project.
Past, present, and with thoughtfulness before action.
No. That kills me. That's unfortunate. Do I want ETG because it can help against Nissa lands? But it doesn't really help against Uro and Cavalier. Or a big Grixis, so I don't think so. Plus I'd be milling myself, probably. I don't really think I want to change anything, do I? I don't think so. Maybe one less Sarkhan and get the enter. Nope! Yes, Leyline is good. And I'll put the beacon to the bottom. And Simic Ramp is fucking nuts. It's such a good deck. No. I need things that I can cast. Alright. That's something. I can't believe they haven't cast anything yet. That's so weird. Maybe they've only drawn lands. I don't actually know how many lands that deck runs, but I imagine a fair few. Probably like 27 or so. Meanwhile, 6 mana V4. Goodbye, Grixis. I don't need that. Ah, another Grixis. Oh, lovely. Alright, let's get a red mana. Well, that has pro blue, so I can't deal with that with my current hand. I'm on a four turn clock. Okay, if I draw a land...
I wonder if you're brave enough.
I wonder if they'll attack Ashiok with that Ceratops. Really hope they do. Can't.
My kin are delightfully friendly. Close your eyes and dream of me. I will haunt you, fade into the shadow.
Alright, I need to draw a land. Come on, give me a land. Land, land, land. Make me a happy man. Thank you. Oh god, please don't have a counterspell.
You understand this, my plans do not include you. The shadows awaken.
Sounds like they have at instant speed.
The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
I could minus to get rid of that card in hand, so I'm pretty spooked by it. Oh. That's fine. I'll keep these back in case they find more Ceratops. Well, we seem to be surviving.
All your fears are given for.
I want to keep the intervention for a big life gain. Okay,
We will not fail.
awesome. Yay, we beat Simic Ramp! Well, beating Simic Ramp is definitely the cherry on top of the cake. So I'm quite happy with that, because that is very much, in my opinion, the best deck in the format. Yeah, it's... The deck handled pretty well today. I definitely like some of the inclusions, like Erebos' intervention, because having that could have gained a significant amount of life in a pinch, should we have needed it. Seeing shifting Ceratops again has reminded me that the deck does have some decent weaknesses to that card. Lots of our removal is blue based, and lots of our creatures as well, with, you know, Ashiok, Bolas, Enter the God Eternals. All of those have blue in it. The creatures that Ashiok makes are blue. Thief of Sanity is also blue. So that's a big red flag, and not in the good way. Anyway, I think I'm pretty happy with it, with the deck list now. Not sure if I'll make any more changes, but I'm always open for suggestions if you think there should be changes. So thank you very much for watching, good luck in your ranked games, and I hope you have a really nice day.